Hi everyone, sorry it's been such a while since I've shared something, but I am here now, and the practice that I want to share today is one of my favorite ones to teach kids. It's called Satanama. It's great for kids and adults alike. It's good for everybody, and it's another mantra practice. And the way it works is that it's 4 syllables: sa, ta, na, and ma. Relatively easy. And then there is mudra that goes along with it. So it doesn't really matter which hand you do, but it's when you say sa, you touch your index finger to your thumb. Then when you say ta, you touch your middle finger to your thumb. When you say na, you touch your ring finger to your thumb. And when you say ma, you touch your pinky to your thumb. So it goes sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. And you can repeat that for as long as you'd like. I love it, and it's great for kids, and also anyone who has an issue with focusing. And if you're like me and you need something to do with your hands all the time, this is a really nice thing to do with your hands that's, not harmful or compulsive in any way. And so this can really help with drawing into the sense of touch to ground ourselves when we're feeling anxious, or if we're having trouble focusing, or if we need something to do with our hands. So it's great for that. Satanama, satanama. So I'm not really going to guide it because it's pretty straightforward, and I think you can do it on your own time. But I do want to talk a little bit about what it means. So satanama are the bija, or the seed syllables of the mantra Satnam. And the word Satnam in Sanskrit essentially means true identity. So when we say Satnam or Satanama, we're calling into we're stepping into our own true identity of accessing that inner observer, or that inner divine consciousness, divine pure consciousness that lives within all of us. So that's my interpretation of what Satanama means. But when I first learned how to teach this to kids, this was not the meaning that was used. So there's another meaning that's often used when teaching it to kids, and I think this one is really profound and really important right now. So we use, the meaning that we use for Satanama with kids is peace begins with me. And I think that's really an affirmation that's needed right now. And I'll encourage you to take some time and think about what that means. Peace begins with me, and maybe you want to journal about it. But what I think it means is that, especially in a time when we feel so out of control, when we feel like there's nothing in our control, this allows us to reclaim our sense of peace. That all it takes is accessing what we already have. That inner peace that we're all looking for, that we're all searching for, is really within us. And so when we meditate, when we breathe, when we move our bodies, when we connect in these ways, what we're really doing is just sifting through what's not serving us and peeling away the layers so that we can reveal our true identity. And our true identity is one of complete, utter peace and pure bliss, or ananda. And so that's what I think peace begins with me is that it's always there. The inner peace is there. It's just showing up, and that's 90% of it, is showing up to do the work to access it. And that, when I talk to kids about it, I always say, like, is there, think of a situation in which maybe you don't feel peaceful, where you want to react. And of course it's, something where, like, one of their siblings pisses them off, or one of their friends pisses them off. And so I tell them with this, you can take a step back, remove yourself by accessing that inner observer. Take some breaths to reground. And then Satanama, peace begins with me. And remind them that in every situation, there's action or there's reaction. And so do you want to be reactive in a situation? Or do you want to practice being able to take a step back and take some deep breaths and remind yourself that the inner peace is still there, that it still exists? So I think this is a really important one. And then also, I love Peace Begins With Me because it reminds us that at the end of the day, what we cannot control is the way that others act and react and interact. The best that we can do really is focus on ourselves and allow the mirror to return to us and point the finger back at us. And oftentimes we can't actively, we can't snap our fingers and make other people be able to access their own inner peace. Sometimes all it takes is bringing out our own inner peace, reminding ourselves that peace begins with me, and beginning the peace with ourselves. And that peace will radiate and translate into others and be absorbed by others. And so it just reminds us of the truth of what it is we can't control versus what it is we can, or what it is we can be aware of and take charge of and remind ourselves of and feel grounded in. And really that's the sense of inner peace that lives within all of us. It's there. Even if it doesn't feel like it's there, it's there. And just by watching this video and doing the practice of Satanama, you're that much closer to accessing your inner peace. So yeah, Satanama. You can whisper it, you can sing it, you can yell it, you can say it in your head. It's up to you, and it's a great mantra. So I hope you enjoy it, and I would love to hear your thoughts about what Peace Begins With Me means to you. Before I go, I want to announce that I am launching a weekly free live meditation via Zoom. The program is called Awaken and Rest. It will be every Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. Central or 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a 30-minute meditation. We'll spend half the time doing active meditation, so linking breath to movement. There might be some mantras involved. It's not sitting still and having to focus on one thing, because as much as that's a great thing to know how to do, it doesn't work for everyone. And especially, people in my generation, we don't know how to focus. I don't know how to focus. So active meditation is a really great way to just get out of our heads, get into our bodies, and focus on, what's really important. And then after that, the other half of the class is this even more component of rest. We get comfy, we get horizontal, we lie down, and I guide you through a guided relaxation. And that is so important. I truly believe that rest and relaxation is what's going to heal the world. So the link to sign up and for more information is in my bio. Please check it out. I would love, love, love to have you there. And if you have any questions, if you have any requests for what you want to see on IGTV, what kind of practices you want to see me lead, please feel free to leave that in the comments section. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope that you are all staying healthy and taking care of yourselves and one another. Please do not forget to be kind and be gentle. Namaste.